Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I need to get ready. I thought we could do it together. I'm going to be reaching for some things that are kind of new to me. And these are things that I've really been liking. I'm going to start with this. This is the Do It All Tinted Balm from It Cosmetics. I have the lightest shade in 110. And I have really been liking this with just a damp sponge. It's a really easy and fast way for me to be able to give myself a little bit of coverage without it being too much. I hope you're doing well. I hope the weather is nice where you are. It's finally starting to warm up where I live, and I'm so grateful. We didn't have a particularly cold winter. I mean, it was cold, but it wasn't the same as it has been in the past. We didn't have a lot of snow, hardly any at all, but the temperatures were cold. But I always kind of measure winter by how much snow there was, and we didn't get a lot this winter. It was kind of a mild winter here in Washington, and I'm not upset about that. But I am loving the spring weather. We're having temperatures in the high 60s, mid 70s, and it's just perfect, absolutely perfect. I like how quickly this goes on, by the way, especially with the damp sponge. I feel like I'm able to quickly just throw it on and get the coverage that I need. For concealer today, I'm still loving this product concealer. I really, really like it. And I just give myself a couple of dots where I need it. I want to get rid of my hyperpigmentation spot as much as possible. And then some redness around the nose. I'm trying not to go for too much coverage today. I want it to look like my skin. I want you to see some of the imperfections, but not at full power. I'm going to go pretty light on the powder today, but I'm going to reach for the RMS Hydra Powder. I really like this stuff, enough so that I recently bought a new box of it because I'm nearly out. I think you can see how little I have left, but I'm trying to finish this up before I bust into the new container. This was one of my recommendations for the Sephora sale. I'm going to reach for this today. I did order a new bronzer. I got the new one from Westman Atelier, the Duo Cream to Powder. I'm really excited to see what that looks like, but this All Hours bronzer from YSL is one of my absolute favorites. This is really great, especially before I get a little bit more color in the summer. Not that I ever try to get color. I'm not out there tanning. It's just inevitable that I'll catch a little bit. Despite wearing SPF 50 every day. I'm not as good, I'll admit, at reapplying as I should be. And I think that that's probably part of why I end up not staying the same shade all year round. But if you're good at reapplying over makeup, I know there are some techniques with sponges or with like puffs. I just never ever am able to do that without it messing up my makeup. And I've tried the sprays, and I've realized that unless I really super drench my face, I'm not getting enough SPF in the sprays for it to really do much. Same with like a powder, you'd have to really layer it on to get the SPF that you really want out of it. So I'm just thinking, do I go makeupless in the summertime and just reapply and save makeup for like evenings or when the UV index is low at the end of the day? I don't know. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear your thoughts. But bronzer, this one's great, especially if you're on the fair side. Okay, so for blush today, I really have been wanting to play in the Lisa Eldridge Velatura Balm in the shade Hellebore Heaven. I have worn this a couple of times, and I, spoiler, really love it. Really love it. I'm going to throw a little bit of it on as a lippy so you can see what it looks like. But I really like the way this looks on the lips and the cheeks. And for application, because I've already powdered my face and I have a powder bronzer down, I'm going to scribble some of this on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to go in with a synthetic brush and pick it up. And I'm going to make sure it's dispersed through the bristles really well. And then I'm just lightly going to tap this in because what I don't want is too much color. And if I go straight on like this, I'm likely to break up the foundation and the makeup that I already have down, and that's not my goal. My goal is to blush, but for it not to be too much. We might already be past that point. I might have over blushed already. But I like that it's not disturbing any of the makeup that I already have on. And considering the fact that I'm putting a cream and a balmy cream over powders, I think that's pretty good. I've really been liking the Bellatura Balm formula. I feel like it's really lovely, especially when applied the way that I do, where I pick some up on a brush and then apply it to the cheeks. I feel like it works really well also when you pick it up with your fingers and tap it on, because right now I'm not getting anything sticky. It's just a light layer of color, and it has a slightly hydrated look to it, but it doesn't feel sticky. Now, if you want it to be a little more on the balmy side of things, you can scribble it on the face and tap it out that way. But I've heard from people who have done that it does tend to disturb foundation that's already down, because it is a really balmy product. But if you want to kind of get the color without getting too much of the balm, back of the hand, pick it up with a brush, you're good to go. Ooh, I'm in desperate need of some eyebrows. I need some eyebrows really bad. So I'm going to reach for this first. This is the Brow 1980 from Merit. This has been a really nice brow product that I enjoy back combing into my brows to really lay in some color. And this gets product both on the front and the back side of the eyebrow hairs. And then I can just go in. And what a difference it makes. I will fill in a few of the gaps, but I want to be able to put some of this on first. I do need just a little bit more definition in a few areas, so I'm going to take my Revie Beauty eyebrow pencil and just hit a couple of places. For eyeshadow today, I'm going to reach into this. I kind of feel bad reaching into this because you can't get it. Everywhere that I found it originally, it's out of stock. This is a limited edition eyeshadow palette from YSL. This is the Nude Hours eyeshadow palette. I love this 9-pan. I've been really enjoying using it. I'm just going to use the center shade right here on my finger. I don't want to do anything too involved today, so I'm just going to sweep this over the eye lightly. Little bit into the crease, into the inner corner, and call it good. That's all I'm doing for the eyes today. When I checked the other day, still out of stock at Sephora. I had found a place where it was in stock at Dillard's. Now it's out of stock. It's only available in store if you can find it. I just don't know if you can still get your hands on this, but if you happen to see it in person, it's beautiful. It's totally worth it. If you have it, I think you know what I mean. And if you missed it, I'm so sorry. I'm just going to skip eyeliner today, and I'm going to throw on some mascara. I want something really easy. I want the easiest of easy looks today. So for mascara, I'm going to throw on the Tube Job from Urban Decay. This has been one of my favorite mascaras since I discovered it. It had just recently released, and I decided, you know what? I'm going to be doing a video on tubing mascaras. And this is a tubing mascara, and I wanted to try it. If you want to see those tubing videos, I will link one of them for you here. I did one a couple years ago. Of course, this wasn't out yet. But this is one of my favorite tubing mascaras. This one is easier to find because you can get Urban Decay at so many locations, like at Sephora and Ulta. And my favorite formula is only available at M Cosmetics. Before I wipe this lip off, I want you to know a couple of things about it. I have been wearing these Bellatura balms as lip and cheek products. I prefer them on the cheeks. That's where I feel they really shine. They bring such beautiful color and texture to the cheek. It makes it look a little bit glowy, a little bit dewy without being too goopy. I really love it. They're also great on the lips. Don't get me wrong. I do like them on the lips too, but I tend to reach for them mostly as a blush. But as a lip product, a couple things you're going to want to know is that it is hydrating. They last for about an hour and a half before I feel like I need to reapply. And I don't end up with this going outside of my vermilion border. That's kind of rare. I feel, especially for a dewy lip product. I like that it stays put. So it's super easy for me to drop in my purse and just throw on a little bit more later. I don't feel like I need to add more blush as the day goes on. I really like that they kind of stay, but I wanted to use a different lip product today. I got these from Kosas. Kosas sent these to me and I was really excited to try them. These are the new Lip Pulse Glassy Lip Plumpers. I had 3 shades, but guess what? When you live in a house with teenagers, they're gonna go missing, especially if it's a glossy lip product. Oh my goodness, my kids love stuff like that. So I have 2 shades here. This one's Aura Flare, this one's Aftershock. I think I'm going to reach for Aftershock today. I don't particularly love the plastic applicator on this. Oh, I don't know the best way to see this. It's kind of small, in my humble opinion, and it does have a little curve to it. There is a bit of a curve right here that hugs your lips. So it works that way. And I'm glad it's on the smaller side. It's not a terribly large lip applicator. And I think that's because this is a lip plumper. This is Aftershock. This is Aura Flare. Aura Flare, I love Aura Flare when it's thinned out. You can't wear these really heavy like the way that you'll see the colors. I feel like if I apply any more than this, it does start to string a little bit, and I don't like it when glossy lip products start to string and pull. That's one of my least favorite things. And I also feel like if you apply too much, this does kind of settle into the corners and puddle, and I don't care for that either. It's been about a minute now, and you can see that my lips have changed color. I feel like I am getting a little bit of that irritation that makes them look a little bit plumper. I feel like these work very similarly to other lip plumpers out there. On a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is like, get it off my lips, I can't handle it, and 1 is like, do I feel anything at all? These are kind of right at about a 4. They're not quite smack dab in the middle. They're a little bit less intense, but you do feel them. And if you don't like spicy things on your lips at all, I would say skip these. But I like the gloss that they give. I like that my lips also look a little smoothed out. One thing to keep in mind with these guys is that even though they look very different in the tube, they look similar on the lips to a point. Let me explain. I feel like both of these, since they're lip plumpers, they're bringing blood to the surface of the lip. And if you have them really piled on so you can see the color of them, they're going to be goopy on the lips. And I don't prefer that. So I wear a thinner layer. And that thinner layer, it's really hard to tell between this and this, because when the blood comes to the surface of the lips, what you're really seeing is, you know, kind of that rosy tone from my lip itself. And the only difference that there is that one has kind of like a pearlescent flip to it, and the other one is just a plain glossy shade. There are some deeper shades. I think there is a deep mahogany shade that looks really beautiful. I think that one and this one here in Aftershock are the deepest shades out of the 6 that are available. So I don't think you would need more than 1 or 2 of these. If you wanted something that was deep and chocolatey, maybe go for that mahogany shade. And then something that was a little bit light and sparkly, maybe pick up the Aura Flip or Aura Flare. I think that's really a great way to go with these. But again, keep in mind that these are definitely plumpers, and if you don't like that burning sensation on your lips, these aren't for you. Hey, thank you so much for watching today. Here's where I want to know, what sort of makeup are you reaching for? Are you going for something that's a little bit dialed down and pulled back? I feel that's kind of what I was going for today. I did want to put on makeup, but I didn't want to put on absolutely everything. Or are you definitely full glam? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, let me know what's going on with you. If you've got anything exciting and fun going on, let's chat about it in the comments. Thank you so much for making the time to watch today. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.